Hello everyone, in this class we will see an example of recursive function call. So let's start with example. First I will write the code, after that I will explain how system will execute with the program. Clear? So let's say our prototype is void abc, then we are passing an argument integer, then entry point function void main, and in this main function we will call only the function with argument 0. Now inside the function definition part, void abc, we have to receive the argument that we passed from this function call, and then let's say inside the function body first we printf abc \n, and then the base condition, if x greater than 0 we will call the function abc itself with x minus 1, and then again we have one more printf function, printf, let's say this backslash is not there, printf \t x equal to %d x. So this is our definition of abc function, and here in this function we are called the function abc itself. That means this function abc is a recursive function, as from this function body of abc function we call the abc function again. That's why this abc function becomes a recursive function. Clear? So start execution of this recursive function. From where system start execution? System will start execution from main function. That means in memory a block will create for main function. Now inside this main function we have one instruction, that is abc. So we call the function abc from here and we passed the argument as 0. That means from here, from this particular instruction, control of program execution will come to the start point of the function definition, and in this case the function definition is defined here. That means control comes from the main function to the abc function definition, and it comes with the argument of 0. That means this 0 will be received by the variable x. Now in memory, this is our memory part. Now in memory a new memory block will create for the function abc integer x. Now look, from main function the control come with the parameter 0, and this 0 will received by the variable x inside abc function. That means inside abc function a memory block will create for the variable x and value initialized with 0. Clear? Now after receive the parameter or after receive the argument, control enter inside the abc function definition. Now look at here, inside the abc function definition the first instruction it encountered is printf. So this is our output part. So inside this abc function definition, printf abc, that means abc will print, and then after execution of this printf instruction it comes into this if condition. Now what is the value of if? Now look at here, we are in this particular instance of abc program execution, abc function execution. Now inside this particular abc function call, the value of x is 0. That means here we get the value of x is 0, that means x greater than 0 greater than 0. Now this condition is true or false? This condition is false. As this condition is false, this ABC function call will not execute and system directly start execution of this instruction, that means again printf instruction. Here printf. Now in this printf \t, that means control gives a gap here, space here, and then x equal to %d. The value of %d is 0. The value of %d, it comes from here, that means x. The value of x is 0, so it will print 0, and then it encounters the closing brace. Closing brace means, this closing brace means the execution of this ABC function is stop here or end here. That means control from this, in memory part, the program execution of this ABC instance is completed. That means this memory block will deallocated and control back to the point from where it comes to this particular function definition. Now from where system comes here from this particular point, that means program execution, control of program execution go back to the calling position of the function, and the calling position here is this particular instruction, that means inside main function. Now from this particular point, now from in this particular point, from this particular closing brace, the program execution, control of program execution come back to the main function and go back to the main function, and execution of this particular instruction is completed here. That means now the next instruction in main function is closing brace. That means the execution of main function is also end up here. That means the execution of this, the memory of the main function is also deallocated and the program execution stop here, and we get the result is ABC space x equal to 0 for this particular instance of program execution. Clear? Now let's say we change here the parameter from 0 to 1. Now what will happen? Now what will happen? So again program start execution from main function. That means again a main memory is allocated for main function, and inside from this main function ABC function will called with parameter 1. That means from this function ABC function will call with parameter 1. That means a new memory block will create for ABC function. So a new memory block will create for ABC function and parameter comes as 1, and this 1 is received by the variable integer x. That means inside this ABC function x memory is allocated for the variable x and initialized with the value or parameter 1. Now after receive the parameter, control enter inside the function body. Now look at here, inside this function body of ABC function, the first instruction it encountered is printf ABC. That means it will print ABC. Clear? Next ABC, let's give backslash here also. Next instruction is printf next instruction is if condition, and in this if condition is evaluated for this particular ABC function instance. Now in this ABC function the value of x is 1. That means x means 1 greater than 0. The condition is true. Now what happened? This particular function call will evaluate. Now this particular function call will evaluate. That means from here the control, this is a function call instruction. That means the control of program execution will go to the position from where this particular function definition start. So from where the from where the definition of ABC function started, the definition of ABC function started from this particular point. That means, and the what will be the argument here? The argument will be x minus 1, that means 1 minus 1, that means 0. So now the control come to the definition of ABC function with argument 0. Now from this particular ABC from this particular instance of ABC function, we again call the ABC function with argument 0. That means again a new instance of ABC will create ABC function with integer x Now look at here. In this ABC instance, what is the parameter? Parameter is 0. That means this 0 will be received by the variable x. That means inside this ABC function, a memory block will create for the variable x and initialized with the parameter 0. Now after receive the parameter, system enters inside the function body, and inside the function body, what is the first instruction? The first instruction is printf ABC. Now in output it will print ABC. Next what happened? Next instruction is x if condition, and inside if condition x greater than 0. Now look at here, in this particular instance, what is the value of x? The value of x is 0. So what happened? 0 greater than 0. Is it true? No, it is not true. So what happened? This particular function call will not execute for this particular instance of ABC function. That means in this particular instance, for this particular instance of ABC function execution, the recursive function call will not execute. So what is the next instruction? Next instruction is printf function again. Now here printf x equal to, remove this backslash t, x equal to %d backslash n. Now what happened? Now again printf instruction will encounter inside this particular program instruction instance or ABC function instance. So what happened? The x equal to, so x equal to %d x, the value of x here is 0. That means it will print x equal to 0. Now after execution of this particular instruction, what is the next instruction? Next instruction is closing brace. Now what happened? Look, in previous execution, after execute the whole ABC function, control go back to the main function. But in this case, from where this particular instance is called, this particular instance of ABC function is called from this ABC function. That means now control will not go back to the main function directly, it will go back to the ABC instance. That means here in previous function call instance of ABC function, in previous instance of ABC function, not in the main function. Clear? Now for this particular instance of ABC function execution, the control will not go back to the main function. Why? Because this particular instance of ABC function is called from previous instance of ABC function call, and whenever any function call is terminated, the control automatically go back to the point from where this particular current instance of function get called. Clear? That means this particular ABC instance get called from this particular ABC instance. That means after completion of execution of this particular ABC instance, control will automatically go back to this particular instruction from where the execution of this particular function instance started. So that means from here now control back to this particular ABC function. Now inside this ABC function, what is the next instruction? Next instruction is printf x equal to this thing. That means now system will execute x equal to, now where we are in this particular instance of ABC function. That means in this printf will execute for this particular instance of ABC function, and in this particular instance of ABC function, what is the value of x? The value of x is 1. That means now print the value of x is 1. Clear? Now look at here. Now in this particular instance of ABC function, closing brace encountered. Now what happened? The controller program execution will go back to the calling position, or from where this particular instance of program execution gets called. Now from where this particular program instance get called? It gets called from main function. That means now from this particular closing brace, the control will back to the main function. Clear? Now this particular instance of ABC function completed. Now control back to the main function, and in main function from the instruction from where we called the function. Now in main function the called instruction is this one. That means after evaluation of this particular function, control automatically come back to this particular instruction itself. Clear? Now inside the main function, now look, the instance of ABC both the instance of ABC function is completed. Execution of both the instance of ABC function is completed. Now we are again inside the main function, and inside the main function execution of this particular function call is completed. Now what is the next instruction? The next instruction is closing brace of main function. That means the execution of main function is completed here. The execution of main function is completed here. That means all the memory allocated for main function is also deallocated, and the execution of this particular program is completed here. Clear? Hope you have got the point. And after execution of this particular program, we get the output is ABC, x equal to 0, x equal to 1. All are in new line. Clear? So that is how the recursive function executed by the system. Clear? Now what happened if we give here, instead of 1, if we give 2 as parameter? Let's see that thing also. So now we are passing 2 as parameter. That means here it will be 2, and remove this output part, remove these memory instances also. So again we are in main function. From this main function ABC function is called. That means ABC function gets called from this main function with parameter 2. That means from this instruction control will come to this start point of the ABC function with parameter 2. So a new instance of function call will created in memory, and the parameter here is 2. Now this 2 is received by the variable x. That means inside this instance of ABC function, a memory block is created with name x and value initialized with 2. Now inside this ABC function call, what is the next instruction? What is the next instruction? The next instruction is inside the function body. The next instruction is printf ABC. That means it will print ABC and \n. That means it will end up in the new line. Now what is the next instruction? Next instruction is if x greater than 0. So what is the value of x? The value of x is 2. So 2 greater than 0, yes, 2 is greater than 0. Now this particular instruction will evaluate. That means recursive call will get called, recursive function will called here. Now in this recursive call, what is the value of x? The value of x is 2. So what will be the argument? X minus 2, that means 2 minus x minus 1, that means 2 minus 1, that means the argument will be 1 here. So from this particular ABC function, one more ABC function is called with parameter 1. Now a new instance again created for ABC function, integer x. In this new instance the parameter is 1. So in this new instance a new memory block is created for the variable x and initialized with 1. Clear? Now in this particular instance, what is the first instruction? The first instruction is again printf. That means it will print ABC again, and for backslash n it will end up here in new line. The next instruction is x greater than 0. Now the value of x is 1. 1 greater than 0, yes, true. So this function call again evaluated. So now what is the value of x? X is 1. So 1 minus 1, that means 0. Now the argument is 0. So from this instance of ABC function we again called the ABC function with parameter 0. Now again a new instance of ABC function will create int x. Now in this new instance parameter is 0. This 0 is received by variable x. New memory block is created for the variable x and initialized with 0. Now we are in this particular instance of ABC function. Now in this particular instance of ABC function, what is the first instruction? The first instruction is again printf. Now again print this particular ABC. ABC will print, end up with new line. Next instruction is x greater than 0. So what is the value of x here? The value of x is 0. So 0 greater than 0, is it true? No, it is not true. That means this particular instruction is not going to evaluate. That means in this particular instance, the recursive function call is not going to be evaluated. That means the sequence of recursive function call is going to stop here. Clear? Now so as this condition is false, this recursive function call is not going to be evaluated. And then what is the next instruction? The next instruction is this printf. Now look at here, we are in this particular instance, and in this particular instance we get this particular printf instruction. Now in this particular printf instruction, x equal to, what is the value of x? The value of x is 0. That means it will print x equal to 0 and backslash n is there. That means it will end up with here. Now what is the next instruction? The next instruction is closing brace. But for which execution instance we get this closing brace? We get this closing brace for this particular ABC instance. That means the execution of this ABC instance is end up here, and control will back where? Control will back where? It will back to this particular instance of ABC function call inside the ABC function call of previous ABC function call instance. That means from here control will come back to this particular position, because this particular instance of ABC function call gets called from this particular instruction, and this particular instruction are defined inside this ABC particular function call instance. That means after evaluation of this particular instance of ABC function call, control automatically come back to this particular ABC instruction, ABC function call instruction inside the ABC function. Clear? That means this instance of ABC function call is executed. Now we are again in this particular instance of ABC function call. Now inside this ABC function call, where we are in this particular instruction. That means what will be the next instruction? System will execute the next instruction is this one. Clear? Now look at here, when we come to this particular instance of ABC function call, we already evaluate all these instructions. and after execution of all these instructions we get this instruction, and then we come back to the start point of the function definition. That means new instance will create. Clear? That means when we come back to this particular instance of ABC function call, at that time it will never going to start from the top of the function body. That means it will never going to start from the top of the function body. It will start from where it left the execution of this particular instance. Now for this particular instance of ABC function, from where this execution left out from this particular instruction of ABC function call. That means after come back to this particular ABC function call instance, it will start from the instruction that are below this particular function call. So what is there after this particular ABC function call? That is this particular printf. So now it will evaluate this particular printf instruction. So what is the value of this x equal to, it will print, this is the printf instruction. That means it will print the value of x. So what is the value of x in this particular instance? The value of x is 1, so it will print x equal to 1. Now in this particular instance, the next instruction is closing brace. That means evaluation of this particular ABC instance stop here, and it will go back to the calling position, that means here. Now we are again inside the ABC function call, but inside ABC function call we are here only. Now what is the next instruction? The next instruction is again printf. So what happened? Now again the value of x will print. So in this particular instance, what is the value of x? The value of x is 2. The value of x is 2 here. That means it will print x equal to 2 here. Clear? So after execution of this printf in this particular instance, what is the next instruction? Next instruction is closing brace. That means again this whole ABC instance, execution of this ABC instance is also stop here. That means control automatically back to the calling position. Now look at here. Now we completed all the execution of all the instances of each recursive function call. That means each of the recursive call is completed. Execution of each of the recursive call is ended already. Now we again back to the main function. Now all the execution of all the recursive call is completed, and we again come back to the main function, that is our entry point function. That means we are again in this main function. Now in main function, execution of this ABC instruction is completed. Now the next instruction is what? The next instruction is this closing brace. So what happened? The closing brace means the execution of main function is also completed. That means the memory allocated for main is also deallocated, and the execution of this program is stop here. And what we get as output after execution of this particular program, we get ABC, 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 x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2. This is our output of this particular program execution. Now look, whenever you execute any recursive function, at that time it is essential to deal or to explore all the instances in memory, all the instances of program execution or recursive call execution in memory. It is very, very, very essential in case of recursive program execution. Clear? So this is very important part when it come for recursive function call. Clear? So this is how recursive program executed by the program. So hope you understood the whole concept of recursive program execution. So that's it for today. See you soon in our next class. Thank you.